Guys, welcome back to Regina's World. For those who don't know who I am, I'm Regina, not Regina's World, just Regina, my new channel, just Regina's. For those who don't know who I am, I live right here in Las Vegas. I do videos, story times, vlogs. I vlog my life, etc., etc. This video this is specifically for women in our 30s or women who's going into their 30s. I decided to do a video like a couple days ago on this topic because I wanted the girlies who's in their 20s, who's moving into the 30s, to know exactly what to expect when they're moving into their adulthood, into life in their 30s. So before I get into this video, I want to tell you guys to like it because I'm going to be very transparent, tell you the truth. So if I miss anything, girlies out there, please leave it in my comment section below. So all the future girlies who's in their 20s, who's moving into their 30s, can get all the details, so they have no surprises. Okay, so like this video, comment down below, let the algorithm know that I exist on YouTube. And most of all, subscribe to the channel because we are a new channel and we're trying to get traction over here. So let's get the traction going over here. So hopefully this video does some good numbers to get people to know what it's like to be in their 30s. So before I get into this video, once again, like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get right into it. Okay, so the first thing, number one thing that you will experience in your 30s, no matter what you look like, no matter how bad you think you are, no matter if you think you are a baddie to the day you die, okay? The first thing that you're going to experience, little ladies out there, is joint pain, okay? Your joints is finna do a whole, they're just finna quit on you. I'm just gonna say that. Your joints is going to quit on you, ladies. Putting it out there. I had literally turned 30 January 16th of, I don't even know the year anymore. I don't even know the year. It doesn't matter the year. But once I turned 30, I went to the grocery store and I was grocery shopping, right? And I was walking through the grocery store right here down on Smith's, and my knees buckled and gave out. That was the first sign that my body is about to leave me, okay? So girlies, no. You're finna have some joint pains, unexplained joint pains. Don't even know why you have joint pains. Your bones is finna instantly start changing in your 30s, honey. You're gonna start having back pains, arm pain, shoulders pain, knee pain, leg pain, hip pain. You just finna start having joint pains for no reason, the pains you ain't never had before. Know that that's where your life is finna head to, okay? You're finna have serious joint pains. Number two, when you wake up in the morning, you ain't gonna be able to just hop out of bed, like you used to, and start your day. No, you have to rev up the engine now. Once you sit up, you can't just get out of bed and go. You have to sit up and sit there for a minute and let, the blood start circulating, let your mind start getting into some things. You got to realize where you are, It takes a minute for you to start moving again. And going back to the joint pains, like climbing out of bed in your 30s, it's a done deal. It's literally a done deal because once you're climbing out of bed, it hurts. I just want you to know that it does. It just hurts. Your joints they begin to fail you. Like I wake up now in some kind of pain. I already know I'm going to wake up in some kind of pain because most of the time it's my back now. I have serious back pain. I'm like, so I have to get massages all the time. I have to get feet massages all the time, feet rubs all the time. Whatever. But just know, getting out of bed is not an easy thing anymore. Rolling over is not an easy thing anymore. Frequently doing anything at this point, it will not be easy anymore. Because in your 30, life is just different. And Megan isn't in her 30s anymore. Hopefully she still have those knees when she turns and get in her 30s. I think she's like 26, 27. Hope she still have them knees when she get in her 30s. Because I don't have knees. I don't even front. I don't try to twerk. I don't try to get down low because I know I can't. I literally cannot get down low, okay? Because once I get down, I'm not getting back up. I need assistance to get up. I was on the floor this morning going through paperwork, and I had to call my husband on the phone because I couldn't get my knees to get me up. I had to pull myself up on the couch so I can pull myself up. At work, I bent down to put someone's luggage underneath the cart. And guess what? It took me about 5 minutes to get my knees to lift me up. Okay? So just know joint pains is inevitable. So getting out of bed, getting your life now is finna go really downhill. Okay? Number 2, early bedtime. Honey, please. Just know, the days of you staying out all night long and the days of you wanting to be up all night long, that's over. The days of you can go to the club and be at the club Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and still go to work Monday morning like no problem. The days of hangovers and you can get up and go running off and doing whatever you want to, those days are over. Do you understand? Over. They no longer exist. Okay? You need sleep now in your 30s. Your entire 30s. The closer you get to the end of your 30s, closer to 40, you damn sure need a nap, okay? You will fall asleep. You need a nap to rev up. If you're finna go out and have a girl's day or whatever you need a nap before you go out. Gone are the days that you can party and you can just say, girl, let me just get a drink and let's go. Those days are over, okay? You will be in bed by 8:30, 9 o'clock. And you hear celebrities all the time and they say, what time you go to bed? I'm in bed by 9. That's a real thing. That is truly, ladies, a real thing. I enjoy going to sleep by 9. I enjoy being in the bed. Like, there's nothing in the streets at this point in my life that I haven't done already that I need to be in the streets like that. Like, there's nothing out there anymore that, like, really excites me because I live in one of the most exciting states in America. I've done it all in Vegas. And now if I move to another state, maybe I'll be back in the streets because I'll be wanting to explore my new city. But I live in one of the most exciting places in the world, and I've damn near done everything in Vegas. So with that, I enjoy going to sleep. Like, everything that I do now is pretty much repetitive. A concert, a show, movies, dinner, blah, blah, blah. And even then, it's reasonable time, then I can be back home. I think next Friday, I'm going to be out a little later because the concert is a little later. I'm going to a comedy show and then dinner. And I'll probably be home by 11 and in bed by midnight. You know what I mean? So that's a little later for me. But I don't enjoy, like, literally being out all night anymore. Like, who want to do that? I want to be out and be home at a reasonable time and in my bed so I can get some good night's sleep. So gone are the days that you're going to enjoy being out all night. It's just over. And ain't nothing wrong with it. It just means you are growing up and you're maturing and you're going to appreciate going to bed now. Number 3, ladies, weight issues. Oh my God. When I was in my 20s, I was the smallest thing ever. I was tiny. I was little. I was so small. I maybe was like 120 pounds. Now in my 30s, I just tap on weight, okay? I just suck on weight and I can't get it off me no matter what I do. I had 2 gym memberships. I went to the gym all the time. I never lost anything. I sustained my weight. You know what I mean? I kept my weight from getting larger when I went to the gym, but I never lost anything. And then I worked at a very physical job 4 days out of the week, 10-hour shifts, and still don't think I lost anything. My clothes still fit exactly the same. I worked as a PCA at the airport, pushing people through the airport 10 hours a day, and still haven't lost anything. So at this point, I've realized this is probably my weight until the day that I die, and I'm just gonna have to accept that. So acceptance has came a part of my weight issues. I mean, my weight thing. You know, some people are probably lucky who will be able to go to the gym and get the body that they want. I'm not saying that you can't. You see it all the time on social media. You know, women work out all the time. They have great bodies. I'm just not the girl, you know. So, you know, as sexy as I want to be in my mind, I think this is who I'm just going to be, you know. Heavy arms, big boobs, big butt, big thighs, and a gut. And at this point, it is what it is. I'm okay with it, you know. So just know, ladies, it's not going to be that easy to get off weight in your 30s, but it's going to be hella easy putting it on. So okay, I think I'm on number 4. I'm trying to get this video done before the light outside goes out. I might have to move outside to get some more lighting. But number 4, your health started declining. No explanation at all. No explanation at all why your health started declining. Okay, I went from taking 0 medication to taking about 6 a day. No explanation whatsoever. I went on a situation of I was just trying to get a surgery so I could get my boobs done. Turns out I find out I had high blood pressure, which put me on amlodipine, hydrochlorothiazide. Then I found out that sent me to a hematologist for my blood, which turned out I have anemia. Now I have to take iron pills and vitamin B12. I was supposed to have surgery to have a hysterectomy to get rid of get rid of my uterus. Then my anemia goes away. I get taken off the medication. I have to supposed to lose weight to lower my blood pressure, and I can't lose weight for whatever reason. So I'm stuck on medication. It's a continuous cycle, over and over and over and over and over and over. You understand? So then this was because I was trying to get a boob job. I had back pain, so they sent me to pain management. It sent me to a pain management doctor. So at this time, I had a ton of narcotics around the house. I'm not a narcotic taker, believe it or not. I had so many bottles of, what is it? Hydro. I forgot the name of the medication. But I had so many bottles around the house because pain management just kind of give you medication. And I just didn't know what to do with it. I took like 2 pills out of this bottle, and I was so high I couldn't function. I said, this is the medication I like to take. So I didn't take it. I started selling them. I gave it to my boyfriend at the time, let him sell it. I was like, I don't really need him around the house. I'm like, whatever he did with him, it was his business, because there was nothing I could do with it. I was just literally had so much medication, more than I could literally take. I was like, so just know you're going to be taking medications, and you can throw in vitamins on that. Like I take vitamin C, vitamin B, like throwing vitamins, multivitamins for women, hair vitamins, nail vitamins, throwing vitamins too. Like your health will decline, start declining. Get ready. So this one is, I think, number 5. I believe I'm on number 5. This one's for the girlies. When you get into your 30s, you start getting pressure. A lot of pressure for a lot of different places. If you don't have a career, you're getting pressure. Why don't you have a career? If you're not married, you're getting pressure of why you aren't married. And then you start listening to videos of why women aren't married or whatever. And then you start, if you don't have children, you start getting pressure of why you don't have children. So the pressure of womanhood, motherhood, all that stuff start hitting you in your 30s. In your 20s, you get a pass because everybody expects you to still be young and mature and living your life. In your 30s, people expect you to, start maturing and becoming into your own and becoming an adult. And these things are stuff that you, quote unquote, in some cultures expect you to have already by the time you turn 30. So you will begin to feel that pressure from family members, your sisters, your friends who are married with children or whatever, who have careers. You're going to start feeling the pressure from a lot of different places. So be prepared for that. So just whatever your stance is on that, you got to stand in your truth. Whatever it is, stand in it. If you don't want children right now, stand in it and don't be apologetic about it. If you don't want to be married, stand in it and don't be apologetic about it. If you just want to be with someone and never get married, we're living in a world now that it's way more accepted to not be married than to be married. That's you guys' culture. So stand in it. That's all I can say. I think I'm on number 6. Number 6 is the older you begin to get, you start seeing that your parents and your older siblings are getting old and fragile. Me, as the youngest sibling, I see things that I really don't want to see, but it is my reality, but I try to ignore it. Because at some point you begin to realize that I'm 30 something. My parents is in their 60s and could be in their 70s or getting into their 70s. They're old and they're getting older. And depending on their health issues, they could be fine and good and ticking and still moving, and you're lucky to have them on this earth. And then there's others whose health is really poor and they could be out of here in no time. So it's on you to do some things. Make sure your parents is taken care of. Make sure your parents is set just in case they do leave this planet and move on to the next life. How are they going to get there? It's all going to fall on your shoulders. And I see that for myself in a lot of different ways. So with my brother, I still to this day am terrified of getting the call about my parents or my brother. My brother had a stroke several years ago. On my old channel, Jen's World, I do have a video up, 2 videos, matter of fact, about him having a stroke and how I feel about losing my family members and stuff like that. So I do have 2 videos on my old channel about this. So with my brother in specific, knowing as much as he said almost every day if you talk to him that he do not want to live past 60. Like, he tells you this every day. I don't want to be on this earth past 60. He said, I take walks and I talk to God and say, can you take me out of here? Can you take me out of here? I think my brother, if he went to sleep and not woke up tomorrow, I literally think he'll be happy. Like, he don't want to be on this earth anymore. He says it all the time. Now, even though he don't want to be on this earth anymore, it's hard for me to think or, that my brother wouldn't be on this earth anymore. Like, it's hard for me to see that. Like, it really is. So I don't know how I will be able to handle that if I got a call and he was actually deceased. I would really be devastated. Period. I would be devastated. So that's something that you guys have to think about, and that is maybe one day you will be responsible for burying your parents or your older siblings. So beware of that. Okay, girls, I'm back. I had to move because I was losing lighting, and so as you see, I'm in my dining room now. But let's get to some good stuff about being in the 30s. There was a lot of bad stuff. So let's get into some good stuff, okay? Well, one, you become way more accepting and confident in yourself, who you are as a person. You come into your womanhood or manhood, and You shed that 20-year-old self that you used to be. All the mistakes that you're going to go through in your 20s, you're going to so move past it and be like, I will never, ever do the same thing I did in my 20s. You are becoming an adult. You could becoming more self-aware of yourself, how you feel, the surroundings, the people that you hang around. You're more choosy with your time and your space and your energy. You try not to repeat the same things that you used to do and do the same behaviors that you had in your 20s. You try not to do it again in your 30s. You're not perfect, so you're going to make mistakes. You may have some relapse. But trust me when I tell you, it's a much better space up over here in your 30s, because you become less and less tolerant of bull from men, from other people. You just become less and less tolerant from the stuff that you accepted in your 20s. You don't accept it anymore in your 30s. So you have a stance. You have something that you believe in. You don't like to be played games. You don't like to be played with. Okay? You learn your time is valuable. Who you are is valuable. The energy that you give out, you want it back. The loyalty that you give to other people, you want it back. Like, you have a more self-assurance about who you are as a person that you carry into your 30s and moving into your 40s. So that is definitely a plus. And how I live my life is I don't give up. Okay? I don't give about what people say about me, how they think, what they think about me. I don't give. Okay? Do they pay my bills is the question that I ask anybody. Your opinion of me doesn't matter at all. Do you pay my bills? No. Do your opinion or what you do in your life enhance mine in any shape, form, or fashion? No. So why your opinion matters about me? It don't. I'm like, so when I'm just going to continue to do what I do and how I live my life, if it doesn't affect you, then fine. It doesn't affect you. I'm like, so it is what it is. You can hate me. You can do whatever. You can feel however you want to. It doesn't move me in any bit of, any sense of the word. I don't care. I don't know what number I'm on. I think I'm on number 7 or 8 at this point. Your career, how you begin to move into your career in your 30s. Some people are lucky enough to graduate high school and go right into college and get their career by the time they're 25. And they have a career, master's or bachelor's or associates. They have something. They have a pathway of something that they can go into and continue on into their 30s and 40s, And other people don't get a career maybe until they're into their 30s. They don't know what they want to do. They're trying to figure it out. They're not lucky enough to have the leisure of going to school and getting done by 25 and be an architect. You know what I'm saying? Some people paths are different. I thought I was going to be a nurse by the time I was 25. That wasn't my path. I ended up being something completely different. So some people get careers later on, and that's okay. It doesn't really matter when you get a career, but in your 30s, you do want to have some kind of path of where you want to go in your life, some kind of direction. Some people get there, some people don't. A lot of people don't, because a lot of people are blue collars, and it's okay too. Blue collar, somebody got to do them jobs. Somebody got to work in McDonald's. Somebody got to serve us our food. Somebody got to be the managers at a restaurant. Somebody got to do something. So everybody can't be the lawyers or the doctors or the entrepreneurs or the architects or whatever, or the car salesman. Everybody can't do the corporate jobs, sitting behind a desk, having a briefcase. Everybody can't do those jobs. Somebody have to do everything. So a lot of people don't have degrees and can have the luxury of going to college and making $100,000 plus a year. A lot of people don't have that luxury. Some people have, normal jobs, normal paying jobs, and people make it work, I.e. myself. So, it's okay. It's okay. Wherever you are in your life, at least you have a path of where it is that you want to go. And even if you're not satisfied on what you're doing in your 30s, you always have the opportunity to change it. So it's never too late to start a career. It's never too late to figure out what you want to do. It's never too late to change it. So, shoot for the stars. The world's yours. Okay. Very last one. I think this is number 9 or 10. This one is you begin to understand things a lot more than what you did in your 20s. The first one is credit. You truly understand the importance of having credit. Credit changes your life. Credit allows you to get a car. Credit allows you to get loans. Credit allows you to buy a home. You learn the importance of having good credit. The better your credit, the more creditors are willing to give you stuff. The worse your credit, they don't tend to give you anything. So you learn that as you get older, the importance of credit. I never was taught credit. I had to learn it as I got older. So that is my goal, to teach my son about the importance of credit as he get older, so he don't make the same mistakes I did. Because I made a whole bunch of mistakes with credit cards and not understanding stuff and blowing through stuff and not paying back stuff. I made a whole bunch of mistakes on my own. I don't want my sons to do the same thing. So I'm trying to put that in his mind, the importance of credit. And my youngest son is very smart in that way. He really pays attention to the stuff that you say. So I think he will be good in the future when it comes to taking care of his business like that. So credit is another one. You probably be in a space of in your 30s and want to buy property and homes and things like that. For me, it was never a major priority for myself. For me, by myself, I just don't feel the need to. I know it's a great investment. If you need money, you can refinance your home, pull money out, and blah, blah, blah. I know it's a great investment, but it's an investment. I'm very tight on my credit in the first place, and putting stuff on my credit in a home loan, it just seems such a large debt. And that is such a fear of mine, is not being able to pay such a large debt. The biggest debt I have right now is my car outside. And do you know how stressful having that car outside is, trying to make sure the pay is paid monthly? Because that is a finance car, and finance cars through banks, they will take your shit if you don't pay for it. So that is the most expensive debt I have that's sitting outside, and that's stressful. Do you think me personally, really want to have a $100,000, $200,000 debt that could possibly be taken away from me if I can't pay it, and then it's stuck on my credit? So I think that's one of the holdups of me getting my own, buying property, out of fear that I can't keep it up and pay for it for the rest of my life or whatever. That's a fear, And I think it's a valid fear, but it is a fear. But I did say I wanted my own property, but not like a home, like a condo, something fitting, because I have kids who's way older. I don't need all the property. I don't have little kids running around my home and all this stuff. I have 2 older kids, and they're going to eventually be out of the house. And it's just going to be who? Me and Big Head over there. What do we need all this room for? So if I did get a property, it would be like a condo or something, Sorry. But yeah, that's something that you'll think about, credit and buying homes and properties and things like that. And probably even marriage. You probably wanted to get married and have a family and things, and that's totally fine, because you're around at age where you will be wanting to get there. Between the ages of 30 and 39, you're gonna want to have that. Because the closer you get to 40, you start realizing you got way more years behind you than you have in front of you. So when your kids is out of the house, who are you going to be in the house with? By yourself or your significant other? So I have Big Head over there. We're going to pretty much die together. I have just came that into my head. We're dying together. That's just into that. He's going to love these gray hairs for the rest of his life. I'm going to love his freckles on his face for the rest of his life. And that's it. We're going to die together. Okay? I'm going to sing to him before he goes to go to work. You are so cute. Anyway, this is the end of my video. I think I've covered enough today. This probably is going to be kind of a long one, but I hope I covered enough for the ladies in their 20s who going into their 30s can know what to expect in the future. Once again, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. I do have another one coming up very, very soon. This one probably gonna, ruffle some feathers because I'm finna talk about some stuff that y'all don't think y'all want me to talk about, and I'm finna be real honest about transgender. So, um, yeah, again, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video, vlog, sit down, conversation, whatever. Just stay tuned. Bye.